Okay, right, well, catch me just north of Chard really, back at Cricket St Thomas, on the old Fosse Way, heading towards Axminster, going towards the 303. This is the old Fosse Way. Yeah, I expect I'll get lost up here at some point because I've only got Google Maps on at the moment. But I've just turned off literally off of a V road onto this C-class road, and I've just pulled in because there's 5 or 6 cars already. Just sort of wondering why the hell is there's 5 or 6 cars down here on a Monday morning. Speak of the devil, here comes another one. I've just passed somebody in a foreign plate on this, well, in a Passat or something, Passat estate. It's just like, how can there be so many people wandering around a little road like this? I know it's August, but yeah, it's anyway, see where we end up. There's a lane up here I need to go down, and I think I'm a bit off, but such. Harvester or anything, you know, it's just one of those. Adventure really on the track. Lots of people. Ah, that's the original Fosse Way up there. Far path over the hillside. But it is their footpath, so yeah, here we are. Where the road, original Roman road, if you put the teeth back in, that's where that went. Clouds across that way. Where are you, fucking stupid cunt? Slow down, you silly little bitch. going. Stop your diesel, give up on you. Now, whatever. A bit of dust out here, so right, I can see why there's a bit of dust down here. Just bumped into Mr. Tractor Man. Go on, Claire, what is he? Right, I'm at the end anyway, so go on, bugger off. What is it? Some sort of telegraph cabling man. Right, I believe here I have no choice but to join the bloody dual carriageway. Okay people, just rolling in through Shepton Mallet, just about to do the first bit of good old lights, at least I'm in the shade. Plenty of trucks around here. It's like a lot of distribution and swap overs from north to south divide. Yeah. So yeah, this lane in theory should plough up the other side of that hill in front of us, behind yonder trees. Yeah. Down here, or if it's, no, it's not this one, is it? Is it? You know what? I reckon it well is. Some sort of cycle place, if I can remember right. Am I right or am I wrong? Yeah, no, I'm right. It's up there. Go. Traction 2. Doggo. Cheers, love. Back to facing here. That section done. That's it. A funny dog leg thing to do here, I think. Can't really. Okay, right, another section of lane. I suppose we're in between Shepton, Mallet and Oak Hill. Face here. There's a farm gate or two to open. Luck go open. Can't see it, so drop off. Roman cobble still left on the ground. As daft as it sounds, I expect you could still find a Roman coin or two. The problem is with the sunlight out is it's dark light, and sort of guessing what's in front of the trees are quite low. The joy of the weather being out lately. This is no filth. It's a street. That's bright. Ah, this is where you go around the farmer's field bit. Baggage, try and find a route. Look and go. I've got a nasty fly right where I don't want it. Smudged it, that's even better. Neutral. Good old fan on the Huskies cutting yet again. That looks like road to me. Right, that's that section done. Oh, and the gate's open, look. Lovely. Right, let's hide here. Let's kill the motor for a minute. Okay, right. Up through yonder field. Won't be any good or not, it's another matter. Boy having to do the gate. Further. It's not technically. Is that open? Ways and means. That's how you do it. Another bastard at the top, I think they're calling it old boy. But that looks open. Grand if it is. Ah, no. Here we are from here. Right. Where you don't need traction control on. What I got behind me? Nothing. Turn that fucking traction control off. Fucking pucky scrap. Better. Right, now we can go. Traction control is only good when you've got traction. Back wheel against logs and shit. Fucking useless. Morning people. Well, find me on the start of the Fosse Way, just outside of Bath, just north of the A420, and yeah, see what we can find. Bit of rain last night, thundery showers. Supposed to start at 8 o'clock and go on about 11. Started at 6 and went on about 1 in the morning. So yeah, roads are a bit sketchy and a bit damp, but it might keep the dust down on the trail once I get to the actual gravel track up the other side of start with the gravel. Yeah, probably about 10 miles further north of here. But yeah, where you get your knocking nose back. You. But I'm going up towards the M4, and I think I'll go under the M4. I don't know if there's a junction I think you can get the M4, but there's still a few cars and bits and pieces about. This is the section I think that's normally got garlic growing in it. Everybody seems to comment about on YouTube. But yeah, it's not very potent at the moment if it's growing. I don't know if it's growing at the moment. We're in late summer now, I suppose, here in the UK. And I'm standing up so I can see a bit further and see what's over these sort of grounds. Light on main beam. Seems like there's a few blind people in the morning. Okay everybody, I've hit the gravel sooner than I thought. Morning! Here we are, the Fosse Way. Man and machine got in the way. Dark. Ideas of machine. 25 mile an hour seems the happy pace for gear tracks all along. Come across horses and such like. Morning! Picking up a bit. Yeah. Now need the extra traction. Right, how does this work here? Right, where am I now? Shrubbery. Really shrubbery. Come on, because it's doing a bike no good in this heat. It's like fucking Death Star trench run. Ah, right, this is the section that comes back out on the road. Go up there. See, here's what makes me laugh. No motorised vehicles. Section off byway closed to motorised traffic except motorcycles. I came out of that junction over there and went up the road because I thought that was the way to go. Obviously not. Stupid people. So anyway, here we are again. Back on where I should be. Tree. We're going down here where a hatchet or something and hacking some shrubbery about. Expect guys on the XC500s don't give a. I'm going to take my arms off his jacket, but while I've got this, I'm loading it for the falling arm. Shit, yeah, not bad. Morning. Okay, right. Back on the road after a photograph or two. Just met a man with his dog. He told us a bit about the place. This here is site of a Roman settlement, westerly. Hence why they don't want four-wheel drives coming through here, because they were playing in the field. Morons. Ride the byways and ride them properly. Right, look at the peoples with dogs. Yeah. Spinach. Farm gates everywhere, you're never sure if anything's pulling out, and that was open, so you'd see somebody's in the area. Oh boy, go for a walk with Duke. Arms off his jacket actually. The problem is he done. Right, where are we now? Straight on, I believe. Byway, open all traffic, straight on. God, that way, you can't see fuck all that way. Loops, sort of. This is better. Forward half a mile, that'll be Fosse Bridge then. And that looks like somebody's land. What's that? I thought it was a duck. It's a bag of dog poo. Lovely. Forward somewhere here, so I've got a marker at it. I'm just about on it. Aha! Ooh, it's quite high. There's a doob in it. Might check it out before I get wet. Right, shit or bust. Oh. Easier than Morton Ford, that's how easy that is. Huh. Okay, well, Ford successfully gone through. Yeah, a bit damp and wet and muddy now, but hey, nature of the beast. Let's see what's up here. I'll get me stand out now, so volcanic ash. track dog should lane, so turn round. It's cool because I had 25 mile when I left Bath. I've now got 46 mile on, so I've done 21 really off the beaten track. And I don't need petrol for at least 90 mile. And the speed I'm going, third gear tickling the throttle. Petrol till at least the Cotswolds, not in a marsh or somewhere. Hey love. Thing you have to be wary of, isn't it? I expect at a weekend it's fucking push bike after walker after dog walker, the old horsey poo. Duck down through the trees and that. Slow down a bit, can't see. More moon craters in this section. Yeah, 25. Yeah, it's loose gravel as well. Traction control in off-road mode. I suppose driving like that, probably halfway through the rev range. Put like 50 horsepower through it or something. So. Good bike this for tractoring along. It makes its torque go down for quite a long time. Its power is 7.5. It's got peak torque from about 4. That's probably why everybody loves these motors. Right, here we are. Road. Right, let's have a look and see where we are. Public byway. I reckon it's up there. Let's have a nose. I'm off the page here. And I seem to go left at that junction with the googly. I'm going to take it. The last section is just like a foot wide shit path. People walk the dogs up to the airport gate. I think it's only light planes, nothing else takes off from there. If even light planes take off anymore, there seems to be a few jumbo jetters just go to die in the graveyard. I think, yeah, bit of a display thing as such. Rapid racking, a few other companies on the airfield. I presume it was an old RAF base and became commercial at some point. Let's just chill out and enjoy this last little bit. Oh, more fucking fly tipping. I expect the badgers want a microwave. Someone trying to burn old tyres. Shirley, chuck another fucking tyre on the barbecue. Ah, that looks like it, mister. That looks like it. The end of the Fosse Way off-road section. Yeah, because look, that's the shit up to airfield, look, yeah. There's the hangars.